Seymour Toys here, and I wanted to take a look at the 1969 catalog from Centuri rockets that we had when I was a kid in 1969, that my brothers and I ordered rockets, made rockets, and shot them off down in Central Florida, right, when they were getting ready to go to the moon and stuff. So anyways, I scanned out the catalog, and I'm going to go through the catalog, and I've got some of the rockets that I still have from when we bought them. So that's my rocket garden behind me. The back row going from left to right is a 3D printed Saturn V. The non-painted one is an Estes kit Saturn V. The other is a Lego Saturn V. And then you have the Titan III that launched the Voyagers as a paper kit that is in 1/48 scale. The front row from left to right is a Estes Saturn 1B, and then a Gemini Titan that is a paper model kit that's a little larger than 1/48 scale. And then next to that is a 1/96 scale Dinosaur Titan III that was never made but was theoretical to fly. And then you have the Saturn V with the gantry on the back there. As I showed originally, that's a scan of the front cover of the magazine. It's got a little bit damage there, but it's pretty good shape from being from 1969. It's number 691. It's the Centuri Engineering Company, P.O. Box 1988, Phoenix, Arizona. This is the inside cover and the first page. Model Rocketry, Introducing the Future, America's fastest growing hobby and most educational hobby. Next we go to page 2 and 3, which is all about model rocket safety, and then the model rocketer's safety code. You can look it up online if you want to see more about it. Page 4 has what is a model rocket. It shows a single stage model cutaway view. It lists the parts of the rocket, which is the nose cone, the body tube, the parachute, the thrust ring, the rocket engine, the payload section, shock cord, wadding, launch lug, and stabilizer fins. Page 5. How does a model rocket work? 1. Ignition. 2. Liftoff. 3. Burnout. 4. Coasting period. 5. Apogee. 6. Parachute injection. And 7. Soft landing, hopefully. Page 6 and 7 covers your program in model rocketry. Building and launching model rockets is both fun and educational. And it talks about the educational services program for the teacher, for the student. You get information on such as Student's Guide to Model Rocketry, building basic single-stage kits, study about rocket stability, etc. You can freeze it, or it might be online also. Page 8 and 9 gets into the product, the complete rocket outfit for beginners. Everything you need to get started in this fascinating hobby. Includes a big new Astro 1 model rocket kit, complete launching system, 3 powerful rocket engines, and a Rocketeer's Guidebook. It's an $8.60 value for $7.95, but also remember that back then $10 is equal to today $81.21. So give you a little idea to how to figure what prices were back then compared to now. On page 10 and 11, you have complete outfits for family, club, or team launching. On page 10 is the Rocketeer's outfit, the complete launching and ignition system for $10.95. This is a 10-piece outfit that includes the Payload 2 carrier rocket, Javelin single-stage kit, rocket launcher, Electroline 1 ignition panel, 6 powerful rocket engines, full operating instructions, and Model Rocketeer's Guidebook. On page 11 is the Arsenal Rocketry outfit. It's a 17-piece outfit that includes the Archon High 2-stage rocket, Javelin single-stage rocket, Payloader 2 carrier rocket, Electroline 2 firing panel, rocket launcher, 12 engines, full operating instructions, and a model rocket guidebook for $17.95. On page 12 is the Nike Smoke for $3. It's a 1/10 scale model kit. This big impressive bird is an exact 1/10 true scale model of a single stage solid propellant rocket sound used by NASA to measure wind velocities at altitude up to 70,000 feet. This is one of the rockets that survived the test of time. My brother built it He painted it this fluorescent color so he could track it easier and watch it where it went up. And did a pretty good job of building it. It's been beat up over the years, so it's not ready to fly even close to, and I kind of glued it back together, but it's still hanging in there. The Nike Smoke has a body diameter of 1.64 inches and a length of 23.65 inches. Page 13, the Astro 1 Sport Flying Rocket Ideal Beginner Kit for $1.75. Its body diameter is 1.05 inches and its length is 16 inches. Page 14 and 15 shows the Apollo Little Joe 2 in 1/45 scale and also in 1/100 scale. I remember I always wanted to get the big one at 1/45 scale, but at $12.95, that's over $100 in today's money, so never got one. I can't remember for sure, but I may have had the 1/100 scale Little Joe 2 that cost $3, but I can't remember exactly. I do have an S-Days version of the 1/100 scale Little Joe 2. I built it back in the 90s. It's a nice little model. Page 16 and 17 has the Saturn series, the Saturn 1B with the Apollo space capsule and the Saturn 5 with the Apollo space capsule. I wanted both, but all I could scrounge up was enough money to get the Saturn 1B, and I built it and made a couple flights with it. It didn't survive, but I do have a version of it as an Estes version. Again, I bought this one in the 90s as an S-Days 1/100 version of the Saturn 1B, and similar to the original kit that I got back in 1969. Never flown it, but it's a really nice model, and maybe I will fly it one day. I don't know. It's been busted a couple times being moved, but it's in pretty good shape, and I enjoyed building the kit. Back in the rocket garden, you can see the Saturn 5 that's unpainted. Again, it's an Estes kit. I got it in the 90s, but it, I don't know. I haven't completed it. And for reference, the Saturn 1B's body diameter is 2.62 inches and its length is 26.8 inches. The Saturn V's body diameter is 3.96 inches and its length is 43.6 inches. Page 18, a scale model, the Astro B350 sounding rocket. A real flying high-altitude scale model of the 50-foot tall solid propellant rocket used to research the atmosphere. She went for $1.95. Her overall length was 16.5 inches and her body diameter was 1 inch. On page 19 is the Iris, another sounding rocket. The Iris model rocket is a true-scale operating miniature of the big sounding rocket produced by Atlantic Research Corp for the NASA and the Naval Research Laboratories. The big Iris has the capability of lifting a 100-pound payload to 200 miles in altitude. The Iris goes for $1.95. Its overall length is 16.8 inches and its body diameter is 0.907 inches. Page 20 and 21. Build and fly these true-to-scale rockets. On the left is the V2, scale model World War II long-range military arms. It goes for $3. Its body diameter is 1.64 inches and its length is 14.2 inches. And on the right is the Tomahawk sounding rocket, an easy-to-build scale model. 1/10 scale operating model of the single-stage sounding rocket built by Astromet Division of Thiokol Chemical Corporation. The Tomahawk goes for $2.25. Its length is 20 inches and its diameter is 0.908 inches. On page 22 and 23, you've got still some more scale model rockets. On the left is the Archon High and the Archon. The Archon High is a two-stage sounding rocket and the Archon is a single-stage sounding rocket. The Archon High goes for $2.95. Its body diameter is 1.04 inches and overall length is 23.5 inches. The Archon single-stage sounding rocket goes for $2.25. Its body diameter is 1.04 inches and its overall length is 20.5 inches. On the left is the authentic replica of the U.S. Army surface-to-surface rocket, the Honest John. It went for $1.95. Its length was 13.4 inches, its body diameter was 0.907 inches, and the cone diameter was 1.14 inches. The Honest John was one of the rockets that survived over the years. It's missing a fin, and this is one my brother built, and he again painted it this color to easier see it, I guess. This model of the Honest John is in 1/25th scale. On page 24 on the top, you got the little Hercules, a Pee-wee rocket. It's a featherweight recovery, which means it just basically tumbles to the ground. It cost 75 cents. Its length was 5.6 inches and its diameter was 0.75 inches. Below that is the Micron single stage rocket. It has streamer recovery. It cost $1.25. Its length is 8.5 inches and its diameter is 0.75 inches. On page 25, we have the award winner Starfire Sport Flying Rocket. A real award winner from the first International Model Rocket Championship meet held in Dumnice, Czechoslovakia, May 1966. It's easy to build, flies to 1,800 feet, and is an ideal beginner kit. Sold for $1.95. Its body diameter was 0.907 inches and its length was 16 inches. On page 26, you have the Payloader 2 carrier rocket with a plastic payload capsule. With the plastic payload capsule, you could put an unsuspecting bug in it and shoot them up to 1,000 feet. See if they'd have survived. It went for $2.50, had a body diameter of 1.04 inches and a length of 18.5 inches. Page 27 has the Recruiter Space Probe, a large payload capsule, big 2-color parachute, great for demonstrations. It went for $2.50, had an overall length of 19 inches and a body diameter of 1.34 inches. A nice looking rocket, I'd have to say. Page 28 has the High Altitude Snipe Hunter carrier rocket, launch live insects, parachute recovery, see-through plastic capsule, flights to 1,500 feet altitude. It went for $1.95. Its overall length was 12.5 inches. The body diameter was 0.757 inches, and the capsule diameter was 0.907 inches. On page 29 is the 3-engine Defender Space Probe. High-altitude payload flights, futuristic aerospace design, 2-color parachute recovery, clustering report included. Now launch up to 3 ounces of payload to high altitudes with 3-engine cluster thrust. The Defender went for $3.50. Its overall length was 21 inches and its body diameter was 1.64 inches. Page 30 has the Javelin sounding rocket, a popular beginner's rocket kit. Goes for $1.50. Its overall length is 12.5 inches and its body diameter is 0.75 inches. Page 31 has the Laser X Space Probe, a great new kit by Centuri, one of our most popular birds. The Laser X looks and performs fantastically. It is a nice looking rocket. The Laser X is one of the rockets that survived the test of time. It, again, is not flyable, and I kind of glued it back together. It's been busted up and stuff like that. But my brother built this one too, and he built it pretty much like it showed in the catalogs, and he did a really good job. It was a nice looking rocket, and if I remember right, it was a really good flying rocket. This thing cost $3. It had a length of 21.5 inches and an overall diameter of 1.36 inches. Page 32 has the Shooter 2 sounding rocket, an ideal beginner kit, easy to build, new plastic payload capsule. Went for $2.25. Its length was 18.5 inches and its body diameter was 0.907 inches. And on page 33, Centuri comes up with another winner, the amazing Point. Build it, watch it fly, and wonder why. Unusual rigid chute recovery. If I remember right, a neighbor kid had one of these and launched it, and it flew pretty good, but it went for $1.50. Its overall length was 8.1 inches, and its base diameter was 3.9 inches. On page 34 is the X-21 Boost Glider. Part rocket, part airplane. Programmable guidance system, pre-marked balsa components, exciting performance. It went for $1.95, had an overall length of 16 inches and a wingspan of 10 inches. This was a difficult model to build because I remember building it and then going to shoot it off, and it went up about 10 feet, dove over, and dug straight into the ground. So it was a fail. Page 35 has Swift, front engine pop pod boost glider. Whoosh! This amazing bird streaks hundreds of feet straight up, turns over at peak altitude, and ejects the pop pod. Then it starts into a long soaring glide and slowly circles back to Earth, coming in for a smooth, safe landing. She goes for $1.95. Overall length is 19 inches. Its wingspan is 16 inches. Pages 36 and 37 offers easy-to-build two-stage birds for beginners. On the left is Firefly, the world's smallest two-stage rocket. It goes for $1.75, has a length of 9 inches and a body diameter of 0.906 inches. On the right is Marauder two-stage, payload-sounding rocket. Goes for $2.75, flights to 2,000 feet, reliable two-stage operation, payload capsule included, parachute recovery, perfect beginner multi-stager. Its overall length is 18 inches and its body diameter is 0.906 inches. Page 38 has the Black Widow two-stage rocket kit with dual recovery system. It can climb to over 1,800 feet. Real two-stage action, easy to build. The booster stage glides down and the second stage is a parachute recovery. Went for $2. It had a body diameter of 0.76 inches and a length of 15 inches. A friend had one of these and it was a good performer, a real nice flyer. Page 39 has the Micro Probe, two-stage carrier rocket with clear plastic payload capsule, real two-stage action, high altitude flights, see-through payload capsule, 12-inch parachute included. Went for $2.50. Capsule diameter was a 1.06 inches, body diameter was 0.75 inches, and its length was 16 inches. Page 40 has the Centaur, two-stage carrier rocket. Real two-stage operation, big payload capacity, flights to 1,800 feet, parachute recovery, launch many times. Capsule diameter is 1.30 inches, body diameter is 1.04 inches, and its overall length was 21 inches. And it went for $2.95. Page 41 has the T-Bird, a three-stage rocket. Real three-stage action, recoverable booster stages, dual lock stage couplings, clear plastic payload capsule, flights to over 2,000 feet. It went for $3.50. At a body diameter of 1.05 inches and an overall length of 21.5 inches. Page 42 and 43 get into the launchers. Launch your rockets electrically, just like the professionals. The one on the left is the Lila 50 launcher, and the one in the middle is the Lila 77. That goes for $3.75. I think that's the one I got from some of the pieces I got left over. And over on the far right, you can see launching accessories, the launching rod that went for 35 cents each, the asbestos pad protector, 20 cents each, steel exhaust deflector, 55 cents each, and then the ignition deflector, $1.50 each. And that looks like what I kind of got left over. It's all rusted up and stuff. Probably still work though. Page 44 and 45 has model rocket firing control panels, the safe professional way to launch your model rockets electrically. On the top is the Electroline 1 for $3, the Electroline 2 for $3.75, and then the professional firing panel for $9.95. You go from page 46 to page 51, missing 4 pages. It looks like it's the rocket engines. All the classifications and everything that you can order is missing. Page 46 covers the Centuri model rocket engines. The model rocket engine coding, such as A, the first letter is total impulse. Then you have a 5, the number following the total impulse code letter specifies the average thrust in newtons. And then 2, the third symbol following the dash, represents the length of the time in seconds that the engine delay burns. Jumping up to page 51, it shows parts and accessories and a couple rockets and different parts in Plan 1 and Plan 2. The following pages contain all the parts necessary for building your own designed rocket. Page 52 and 53 shows custom rocket parts assortments. Design your own high-performance rockets from top-quality parts. From left to right, you have the Beginner's Special, an $8 value for $4.95. Then you have the Designer's Special, a $12 value for $8.95. Then you have the Experimenter's Special, an $18 value for $12.95. Pages 54 and 55 have rocket body tubes and plastic tubing. You see the body tubes in different sizes, launch lugs. You pretty much look at everything. They got pretty much anything you want to build. Pages 56 and 57 has top quality nose cones, precision machined, smooth surface, lightweight balsa. The nose cone should fit snugly but not tightly into the body tube. Centuri nose cones are accurately machined to give you both the good fit and a very smooth surface finish. Pages 58 and 59 have couplers, connectors, and reducers, parts needed for staging, payload capsules, and connecting different sized body tubes. So you got different tube connections, tubing couplers, balsa reducers, and new paper reducers. On page 60-61, on the top, we have engine mounts and accessories. They're used to center and hold the model rocket engine inside the body tube. And below that, you have stabilizer fins and materials. And they're used to provide aerodynamic stability for your model rockets. Page 62 and 63 has recovery devices and accessories. Bring your rockets back to Earth safely with these proven devices. Page 64 and 65 has paints, glues, and finishing materials. Give your models a professional finish with these supplies. Pages 66 and 67 have modeling tools and knives and toolkits. Build better models with the correct modeling tools. Pages 68 and 69 have decorative materials and decals. Give your model that professional finish with realistic Centuri markings. Pages 70 and 71 have electrical supplies and equipment to build your own model rocket ignition system. Page 72 has the Field Box Special. All these valuable materials for model prepping and on-the-spot model repairs packed in a good-looking, sturdy metal box with a locking clasp and carrying handles. And it's a $9 value for $6.95. Page 73 has the SkyTrack. I guess you can get two complete trackers for $29.95 or a single tracker for $16.95. And at the bottom you see the altitude computer. Costs $2. And extra data flight sheets are 35 cents each. Pages 74 and 75 have technical knowledge, information, reports, and handbooks. Learn how to build better and higher flying model rockets. Pages 76 and 77 has technical literature and reference books, basic rocketry fundamentals, propulsion, aerodynamics, history of rockets, space travel. On page 78, we get into large-scale rockets for advanced rocketeers. Large-scale model rockets are all those rockets, whether from a kit or built up from custom parts, which are powered by the Minimax model rocket engines shown on page 86 and 87. You'll see that in a bit. Page 79 shows the Aero Dart Special, popular Aero Dart rocket kit plus 3 powerful F-94 Minimax rocket engines for a special price of $29.95. Pages 80 and 81 has the Jaguar Sport Flying Rocket for $8.95. Its body diameter is 1.22 inches and its length is 23 inches. Next, you have the Scorpion Sounding Rocket for $9.95. Its body diameter is 1.34 inches and its length is 28 inches. And then you have the Explorer Sounding Rocket for $10.95. Its body diameter is 1.84 inches and its length is 27 inches. Page 82 has the Little Hustler Carrier Rocket. Carry up to 6 ounces of payload for $14.95. High altitude flights, big payload capsule, completely recoverable, great for science exhibits. Its body diameter is 1.33 inches, capsule diameter is 1.83 inches, and its overall length is 29 inches. Page 83 has the Aero Dart Payload Carrier Rocket. try this high-altitude bird. With 3 powerful Minimax engines. $15.95. Highest altitude flights, carry up to 5-ounce payloads, silk parachute recovery, conduct payload experiments, pre-installed body parts. Its overall length is 37 inches and body diameter is 1.75 inches. Page 84 has the Hustler payload carrier rocket, large 27 cubic inch capsule, carry cameras and transmitters, reliable parachute recovery, pre-installed engine mounts. $16.95. Its body diameter is 1.84 inches, capsule diameter is 2.34 inches, and its overall length is 37 inches. Page 85 has the heavy-duty launcher for Minimax powered rockets. Goes for $5, has sturdy tripod platform, steel exhaust deflector, igniter hookup clips, tempered steel launch rod. Page 86 and 87 has Minimax engines for large-scale rockets, recommended for larger model rockets weighing from 6 to 16 ounces, and that's liftoff weight, so that's rocket, payload, and engine. They have Minimax EB engines, Minimax PB engines, and booster PB engines. Page 88 and 89 has custom parts for large-scale model rockets, rocket body tubes, booster tubes, nose cones, payload, capsules, and balsa. Pages 90 and 91 has custom parts for large-scale rockets, engine mounts, solid bulkheads, balsa reducers, tubing couplers, and balsa couplers. Pages 92 and 93 has custom parts for large-scale model rockets, construction materials, and parachutes for Minimax powered rockets, like silk parachute, 18-inch parachute kit for $1.50. Nice stuff. Pages 94 and 95 has model rocket construction tips, a few helpful hints to make model rocket building easier. And those tips are cutting out the balsa fins, sanding and shaping balsa fins, attach fins to the body tube, installing engine mounts, attaching the shock cord to the body tube by A, using the tube slit method, or B, the anchor ring method, making a model rocket parachute, packing a chute in a rocket, and also mounting the engine in the rocket. Page 96 has the index, and page 97, which is really the inside back cover, has a photo of Leroy E. Fiesler, the president, and his little remarks he makes there. I'll read them if you want to take the time to listen. Hi there. It's a real pleasure to welcome you to the Centuri program of model rocketry and to offer you our new 1969 catalog of rocketry supplies. We hope you've become as excited about this new hobby as we are and will want to get started right away. As a Centuri customer, you'll receive the finest quality, best performing rockets and supplies along with fast and personalized service. And we'll keep you informed of new rocket plans and products with your free American Rocketeer newsletter. We are looking forward to supplying your model rocketry needs and would like very much to receive your comments, suggestions, or ideas for new products or services. Remember, we're only as far away as your mailbox, so please let us hear from you soon. Cordially, Leroy E. Fiesler. And this is the back cover of the 1969 model rocket products catalog. It shows the 1/100 scale model Saturn V, which is on page 16 inside. I really like that launch tower. It reminds me of the one that I saw at NASA that when I took a trip there in, I believe, 1968 or so. I'm working on 3D printing one in 1/100 scale. I've got most of the base built, but I've got to get back started on it. A lot of printing to do. And here's a scan of the front and back cover together. And if you made it this far listening to this, I really appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making it. And we'll catch you on the next video.